Deputy Minister in the Presidency for State Security Zizi Kodwa has now visited the Masiyile Secondary School in Khayelitsha in a bid to engage learners and the community around social cohesion. Newzroom Afrika reporter Nasiphi Same there for us now. Nasiphi, good afternoon to you. What was the message from the Deputy Minister there?
Well, the Deputy Minister's message to the pupils when he handed over that netball kit that he says will be playing that part of social cohesion, taking the youth away from the streets and engaged in illegal activity and rather be busy with extramural activity. And he did also mention that it is important to go back to basics and strengthen the community structures and also the crime-fighting structures within the various communities in order to tackle crime, to assist SAPS and other law enforcement agencies in tackling crime. And this particular school is in Khayelitsha, and we all know Khayelitsha being notorious for crime. And just in the recent months alone, between March and May, 17 people lost their lives due to mass shootings only in Khayelitsha. So there are a number of issues in Khayelitsha regarding social ills, and we can expect the Deputy Minister on Sunday to be engaging relevant stakeholders in Khayelitsha, including crime-fighting structures in Khayelitsha, in regards to how best to tackle crime in that community. And, speaking to the Deputy Minister and moving to another area within Khayelitsha, the Khayelitsha West CPF, calling on the interfaith structures to join into a prayer and basically saying that they also, in their community of Khayelitsha, are facing a number of challenges regarding crime, talking about the fact that they sometimes see close to 10 hijackings in their community a week, which is something very concerning. And they are also just saying that they will be going back to, back to basics and engaging the communities, holding these important imbizo and going street to street and in the communities that have these challenges, such as GBV, hijackings, including these mass shootings.
Nasiphi, the community there, they've had these mass shootings, so many of them. People are living with real stress, real trauma. Did the Deputy Minister address that?
Well, the Minister did touch on the fact that these communities are obviously living in fear, but, went as far as saying that as much as they know that communities are living in fear, what the problem is, which is social ills and crime included, what can the government do in assistance with the community do to try and reduce the crime? And going back to what he's saying, the social cohesion and also strengthening community mobilization will indeed tackle that. And he did mention that the people that are committing the crimes, most of the times, you find that they live in the community, meaning a neighbor or somebody knows who has committed the crime. So rather he's saying that if there is the strengthened, social cohesion and also community structures being strengthened, criminals won't have a gap or an opportunity for them to take a gap and commit crimes in these various communities. As I mentioned, the Khayelitsha community CPF saying that they are going to be going to targeted areas within Khayelitsha to speak and engage the communities and ensure that, or rather build that trust between the community and the CPF, and including the SAPS that was also part of this prayer, saying that if these three structures can work together, they sure can restore some sort of calm and peace back into Khayelitsha.
Nasiphi Same, thanks very much indeed for that live update from Khayelitsha this afternoon. The Deputy